For professional, knowledgeable real estate service you can count on, call the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. For solid real estate information and advice you can trust, listen to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Compliments to the show. You're really hitting on the subjects and you're telling the truth. I appreciate you.
Now back to the show with broker owner and host, Dan Gemus.
Hi, everyone. Great to have you back with us on this Sunday afternoon, 12:21 here on AM800. Joyce Blackmere in studio with me. And before we get to our next guest, a quick message from the Windsor Express. If you're going to the game today, there has been a delay. So it's the final game of the season. The game time has been delayed to a 4 p.m. tip-off due to equipment mechanical failure. So 4 p.m. tip-off. Today, doors open at 3 p.m. at the WFCU Center. So again, if you're planning on going to the Windsor Express game today, the game is delayed till 4 p.m. Doors opening at 3 o'clock, okay? You can find more information on their social media as well, all right? So there you go, 4 p.m. start for the Windsor Express today, and 3 p.m. doors open. So there you go. All right, next guest, our good friend Chris Gibb from Gibb Insurance Brokers. Hey, Chris, how are you?
I am absolutely fantastic. How are you, Dan?
You know what? We're a little tired after our long... You were there last night, too. You had a lot of fun, I know.
Yes, that was fantastic. It was a wonderful venue. I was really impressed with that LaSalle Event Center.
I have to say, they have done a great job with that venue. So kudos to those in LaSalle. It's a great spot. Great spot for sure.
Yeah, and I got lucky. Joyce did not get me up on the dance floor, so that was
what?
I know. I didn't even go onto the dance floor till the last couple songs. I was just busy.
We were all running around like crazy. It's a new venue, right? So we're all just trying to get our bearings, and it was a lot of fun. But your table behaved pretty well, I think.
They did behave well. I told them if we misbehaved, Dan wouldn't invite us back. So.
Oh my gosh, you guys have always been great supporters, Chris, and we truly appreciate the whole team over at Gibb Insurance coming year after year. So thank you all for that. And I know you guys took away a couple door prizes too.
Yes. My wife won. I think it was like a plant hanger or something like that. There was quite a few door prizes at the table, so we all did well. I didn't win the pizza for a year, which is very disappointing.
Oh yeah, that was courtesy of Antonino's, and pizza for a year. That would have been a nice gift, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
So listen, it's a busy day in the Gibb household today. What's going on?
Well, it is a busy day. My wife and my daughters are all out at Ambassador Golf Course right now. We've got our oldest one is having her bridal shower today, so I had to do like you. I got to bed late last night, but had to get up early today and do some labor, transport some stuff, and I'm just sitting here anxiously waiting to be allowed back at the venue. So,
to take everything away, right? Pack everything up.
Everything up. We've got some Richmond popcorn there for party favors, so I'm hoping there's some extras left over.
Well,
good luck.
There sure as heck wasn't any left over last night.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I think we had to stop some people from walking away with all of the centerpieces that were holding all the popcorn things last night. We're like, wait, don't take the centerpieces, take the popcorn. What are you doing? Oh boy!
Yeah, that was very generous. I tried to get one in the car, but they caught me. So I.
Oh my gosh! So listen, our topic today is all about car rental insurance when in the U.S.
Yes. I saw an article the other day that I thought was quite interesting. There was a Canadian woman who had booked a rental car in the U.S., and when she got there, lo and behold, the U.S. rental company would not accept her Ontario auto insurance for the coverage for damage to the rental vehicle, and they got her. She had to pay $500 U.S. on the spot for the rental coverage. So I kind of thought that was an interesting story to lead into an explanation of when you use a rental car, how your insurance covers damage to the vehicle.
Well, it's making me a bit nervous because there's often times where we have rented. We've gone to Florida for Disney or whatever, and we've rented a car, and I've declined the extra insurance because, again, I assume that I have coverage with my car insurance. So is that not the case, Chris, or what's going on there?
Well, I would say that the big one there is with insurance, you never, ever assume anything. Always ask your broker, ask your insurance representative if you have coverage and what the ramification is. Because most people, I will say most Ontario auto insurance policies do include coverage for a rental car, for damage to a rental car. But it is an optional coverage, so you want to make sure you have it first off before you just assume that you do. Then you need to decide, do I want this coverage under my own policy, or do I want to buy the rental insurance companies, or the rental company's insurance? Because there's pros and cons to both of them.
Okay, let's go through that list. Pros and cons.
Okay, so here's the pros of just using your own insurance policy. Once you've confirmed you have the coverage, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than the rental car.
Yeah.
It's probably $50, $70 per year, and you can rent as many cars as you want, and the damage will be covered. You'll deal with your own insurance company, so you don't have to worry about some third party. Are they reputable? Is there going to be some loophole that they're going to use? So, for if you look at it for the cost, much cheaper to cover it under your own policy. On the other hand, if you get the insurance through the rental company and you bring that vehicle back to them in a bushel basket, what happens on vacation stays on vacation. It doesn't
So
follow you home.
your policy won't be affected.
Exactly. I've had situations where people have gotten into at-fault accidents in the U.S., and because they've used the coverage from their personal auto policy, that at-fault accident comes home with them. Where if you use the insurance or the rental company's insurance, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So it's a little more expensive to go with the rental company, but it doesn't follow you home. So it's one of those things you have to, on a case-by-case basis, you have to look into it.
Just depends where you're driving. If it's
Or
somewhere
who you're
crazy,
with.
who you're with.
Yeah. Is it a boys trip or a girls trip?
There you go. Is it some crazy boys trip out to some golf course somewhere? Is it a family vacation? And it really comes down to the cost. Sometimes, let's say it's only going to be 2 or 3 days, it might be worth it just to take the rental car company's insurance. But if it's going to be a week, and you're talking $400 or $500, it might be better just to stick with your own insurance.
Interesting.
And
Interesting. Okay.
very, very important that when you are going to be arranging that rental car, discuss with the rental company if your Ontario auto insurance will suffice. For most of the big brand name companies, you won't have a problem. This person we talked about at the beginning of the segment, it was a small off-brand company that was really just trying to do a bait and switch, I think.
They're just trying to make some money on their policy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, interesting. Well, listen, Chris, always great advice as always, and I know you've got a busy day ahead, so big congrats to Joanna for me, and I hope they're having a great time today. I'm sure they are, and thank you for your support as always for Country at Heart, and we look forward to chatting with you again in a couple weeks.
Hey, Dan, you and the team and Nikki there, you do such great work for the community. It's a pleasure to help support your vision. And we really had a great time, and it was really nice to finally get in that LaSalle Event Center and see what that was all about, because that's really an interesting venue.
Hey, I wonder if we can build one in Amherstburg.
Oh, we'll put
I know a building
list,
that's for sale.
Yeah,
I know, it's a little expensive for
building
Amherstburg.
for sale, isn't there? Yeah. We'll put it on the list, my friends.
All right. Hey, listen, if anyone has any insurance questions, how do they reach out to your team, Chris?
The very best way is just call the office, 519-736-8228. Go to our website, gibbinsurance.ca, or shoot me an email, chris@gibbinsurance.ca.
Have a great day, Chris. Thanks a lot for the information.
Okay, thank you both, and all the best.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Chris.
That's Chris Gibb, broker with the Gibb Insurance Brokers. And again, they're servicing all of Windsor, Essex County. So reach out to him, gibbinsurance.ca. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Patrice from Goldmar Property Management and get her tip. And later on, we'll talk about millennials and the home buying market and how they affect the home buying market. Yes, Joyce, you have a thought there, looks like?
I was just going to say Dan's a millennial.
I am the tail end of the millennials. Yes, I'll be 42 this year, and apparently till about 43-ish, you're a millennial considered?
43, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bit longer.
Little
bit
bit.
longer. All right, lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.